Hello everyone and good afternoon. My name's Don Arleth and you're watching World News. Ukraine is calling for $6 billion to close this year's defense procurement gap. Defense Minister Denys Shmyhal told allies today during a virtual meeting of the Ukraine Defense Contact Group. The UK and Germany pledged to boost support, with Germany promising to deliver 5 urgently needed Patriot batteries.
This night, another one, massive combined attack, 24 missiles, 426 drones, battle drones, attacked Ukraine civilian objects. Again, we have casualties and victims among civilian population. So Russian terror is continuing, so we need to strengthen our air defense. I request the US to make these weapons available for purchase and our European partners to extend all the needed financing for their procurement.
Germany will provide additional air defense systems and much-needed ammunition. On top of that, I agreed with Pete Hegseth during my trip to Washington, D.C. last week that Germany will contribute to providing the 5 urgently needed Patriot systems as quickly as possible.
On defense, on air defense, Boris and I have agreed to partner in providing critical air defense missiles to Ukraine. And finally, on the NATO Comprehensive Assistance Package, the UK will donate a further £40 million.
At least 2 people were killed and 6 more injured in Russian airstrikes on Kyiv on Monday. The drone and missile attack also caused several fires in the Ukrainian capital, including a subway station converted into an air raid shelter. Our correspondent, Oz Chatterjee, is on the ground there.
Russian strikes on Ukrainian territory in the early hours of Monday morning killed 2 people and wounded 40 others. As the Ukrainian authorities say, Russia launched some 426 drones and 24 missiles onto Ukrainian territory. Now, the Ukrainian capital of Kyiv was once again targeted, but so too were the regions of Ivano-Frankivsk, Dnipropetrovsk, Kharkiv, Kherson, Sumy and Zaporizhia. Now, among the places targeted by the attacks in the Ukrainian capital of Kyiv were the Lukyanivska metro station, where hundreds of people were sheltering from the strikes, and the kindergarten. So the Ukrainian government again highlighting that Russia continues to target civilian infrastructure inside Ukraine. At the Lukyanivska metro station, where hundreds of people have been sheltering overnight, this is not the first time Russia has struck that particular metro station. The French Foreign Minister Jean-Noël Barrot, he's currently visiting Kyiv. He visited the site of the Lukyanivska metro station. Again, Ukraine is using the opportunity when its European partners come to the country to stress the need for further support in building up its defense production capabilities, particularly when it comes to interceptor drones, the kinds of drones that it has been using to protect itself from attacks. However, these attacks, which have been stepping up in recent weeks in intensity and frequency by the Russians, recent reports indicate that Russia is having at least 3 times more success in recent weeks targeting its civilian infrastructure than it has done in previous months. Something to do with Ukraine's air defenses, which are stretched to capacity at the current point, while Russia continues to overwhelm those air defenses with ever larger numbers of drone swarms. So the Ukrainians are certainly going to be looking to Jean-Noël Barrot and other European dignitaries when they visit to press the need for further support in Ukraine's air defenses. It's Oz Chatterjee reporting from Kyiv for TVP World.
Central European Petroleum, a Canadian energy company, has made a groundbreaking discovery off the coast of Poland, unveiling a massive oil field in the Baltic Sea near Świnoujście. Located 6 kilometers from the coast, the find is expected to significantly impact the country's energy security.
The company says that the field contains 22 million tons of recoverable oil and 5 billion cubic meters of natural gas. The total reserves could be even larger, almost half of oil and 5 times for natural gas. The project, located in the Volyn concession area, spans nearly 600 square kilometers and includes untapped geological formations with vast potential for exploration and exploitation. This discovery has been hailed as a breakthrough for Poland's energy sector, offering a chance for the country to strengthen its energy independence and reduce reliance on external suppliers.
A coalition of pro-Russian parties called the Victory Bloc has been denied registration to run in Moldova's crucial parliamentary election coming up in September.
The decision, announced by the country's Central Electoral Commission, cited the coalition receiving support from foreign entities, which, in the opinion of the body, raises concerns over illegal financing and runs afoul of national legislation. The Victory Bloc is headed by exiled pro-Russian oligarch Ilan Shor, who has been sentenced to 15 years in prison for financial fraud and money laundering, and whose own party was banned by Moldova's top court in 2023. In recent years, Moldova has been subject to aggressive Russian interference and voter bribery, which are feared to mount in the lead up to the parliamentary elections scheduled for late September.
The Belgian government has announced an agreement on tax, pension, and labor market reform in the country's biggest socioeconomic overhaul of the 21st century. Key changes include lower taxes for employees, a new pension system, and a more flexible labor market. Belgian workers will gain around €100 net monthly under the new reforms. The tax-free threshold will rise to €15,300 by 2029. The child tax credit will increase, and online sales will be tax-exempt up to €2,000. A pension bonus will reward work beyond the ages of 66 and 67, while early retirement means lower benefits. Workers will get 180 overtime hours yearly, night shifts stay voluntary, and bonuses remain. Retirees will face a tax of up to 33%. A couple tax breaks will end, and social benefits will be taxed. Apart from the changes in the labor market, the government also approved funding for a second batch of F-35 fighter jets. And that concludes this edition of World News. Thanks for joining me, and stay with us for more here on TVP World.